Hey friends, welcome back to our channel. It is good afternoon here at Ngabi CAD, Autocad 2D training, and we are here to talk about dimensioning. Yeah, the dimensioning properties are in the Annotate tab. Annotate tab it includes texting dimensions. Yeah, so today we are going to talk about dimensions and look about how we can dimension these two objects. I've brought two similar objects because we have different types of dimensioning, that is ISO. If we come here on the drop down here, we, uh, we have annotative, we have ISO, and we have standard. But for us, we shall majorly talk about standard and ISO. Yeah. Uh, these two dimensions each are, let's say, let me first use a multi-line text here. Choose my height to be 50. Press enter. I'm here. I would like this one to be ISO. Then the next one will be as we earlier said, the next one will be annotative. Or no, the next one will be standard. Yeah, if I can change the heading of this to 20, enter. This is 200, say 20. And 20, enter. So yeah, so this one we shall dimension using ISO, and this one we shall use standard. Yeah, so in using ISO, we shall come to Annotate tab. We shall first dimension and we shall see the differences. Yeah, if we see here, we have a drop down. It means that the dimensioning of, we have a linear dimension where we shall be able to dimension lines from one point to the other. We have aligned. Let's say if we have a line inclined at an angle, we can also find its length. We have angular, or specifically for measuring angular distances. We have arc lengths where we measure arcs. We have the radius, we have diameter, we have jogwood, and we have also the coordinate. Yeah. So without going far, our tool will be this one. We come on the drop down, we check on what we want to dimension. Yeah. Strictly, we shall start with our linear dimensioning. Let's say starting from this point to this point. Yeah. So what we shall do, shall come to the drop down, we choose linear dimension. We select the first point and select the second point, and we select the second point and we drag our dimensions where we want it to be. If it's this side, you drag this side. If it's this side, you drag it this side. Yeah. So if we can drag it this side and we click here, our dimension will be shown as 80. It means that from this point up this point is 80 millimeters. Yeah. Another one, I can dimension from this point up to this point. Yeah. So if I choose linear dimension and choose this point and also choose this point and drag my cursor down, it will be showing me the distance. Yeah. So that's about linear dimensioning. You can also look about, we shall talk this about later. Then we have angular. For the angular distance, angular dimensioning talks about angles. Let's say I have this from this point, this line, up this line. What angle is there? Yeah, we can choose angular, and we select the first line, this one. We select the second line, which is this one. Select the second line, which is this one, and we drag where we want to put our dimension. You will see it is giving us 30 degrees. If we can check on this side also, we select this line, we select also this line, and we drag this side, you will see it being 30 degrees. We also have here where angular dimension, we have here, and this one giving us 60 degrees. Also from here, and this one also giving us 60 degrees. Yeah. Then what is left is dimensioning circles. We come here. Let's say these arcs. We can determine their radiuses and their diameter. Yeah. If we click on radius, what we need is to click on the circle in which we want to find the radius. As you click there, it brings out here. It brings the radius up here. You click and it's written there. Yeah. Then if we want the diameter, we also click the drop down and we click on any arc, let's say this circle, and we also put it here. Yeah. So you see the difference between the radius and the diameter. They are showing us it is angle, it is 2, but this one is so this one they are talking about the radius. Now for ISO, the thing is that when it's determining the diameter, it will show you the diameter of the circle it shows. So you see that the diameter is from this point up to this point, and it is showing you. And the radius, it will show you the center of the circle. Yeah. If we can look for this arc which is here, radius, and we look for this arc which doesn't have a specified center, we shall look, and if we click it there, you will see it continues directly to the center. Yeah. So then the other thing is job. We have not talked about that. We can also look for the coordinates. Yeah. So when you look for the coordinates, and we check this point, and you bring them here, it will show them here. Yeah, it will show you that it is the distance of 1361 on the x and 53 on the y axis. Yeah, that's it about dimensioning using ISO. Now we can try using the standard. So the standard, we look this way, we click on this one, and then we start dimensioning. Yeah, linear, like how we did this 80, circular, angular, the same here, and this one the same. But what will deviate here, if we are looking for the diameter, for this it will just show you only the circle, not specifying the center. Yeah, so it will only point at the circle only. Yeah, if we click here, we press escape, it will be showing here. So you see this one is the diameter. If I could look for the for the radius, it could also show me the radius of the circle. The dimensioning are the same, but it depends on the on the style you want to use, or what is easier for you. Yeah. Then what I've not talked about else is, let's say if I have my line, this one means a quick creates a series of dimensions from selected objects. And this one, what I want to talk about is this continue. Yeah. So if you have your line, you have your rectangle, from the home we have our rectangle here, and another rectangle starting from the same point here, and we have also another rectangle starting from this point, and we would like to dimension from here up to here, up to here, up to here. One of the things we have to first annotate tab. We use standard, and we go to linear, and we select this point and also select this point, and we drag where we want our line to be. It will show us the distance here. So if we want to, let's say, to continue and these dimensions are on a straight line, we shall use the continue, this one. We click in the continue. We ask us where to specify the next point. If we specify this point, it will put its dimension, and if we specify this point, it will put its dimension. For it continues. Yeah. So here it shows you that it's 0 simply because it is at the same distance, it's just the same height. Yeah. If we want to terminate this, we press escape, and we do like that. Then if we, let's say, we want to dimension from this one to this linear, we click here and here, we drag, then we press continue up to this point, we drag up to this point, we drag, and we are able to get our dimensions here. Then if we had not used that, let me delete this one. That one was continue. That one was continue, and if, let's say, we had not used the continue, we just put the heights at different heights, like this. Linear, also press here and here, bring it here. Linear, bring this one, and here, bring it here, and they look disorganized here. What can you do such that they can bring to the similar line here? Here we shall use this command, which is adjust space. We shall click on adjust space, select on the base dimension, which is this one, and you select dimension to space. Yeah, this one and this one, and you press enter. It will ask us enter a value. We shall press 0 such that they be aligned at the same thing, and press enter, and you'll find your dimensions aligned on the same line. Yeah. Let's say I add dimensions for this, I have this and this. I have this and this. And here, what we are doing is that the first object you start with is where the dimensions will be. Yeah, if I say adjust space, come and click on this one and select the others. I press enter. I choose a value which is equal to 0, and press enter. All of them will be aligned on the first dimensions. Yeah. Then another thing we can look about today, it is all about it is the dimension styles. Yeah, you may wonder, some dimensions are too small for a person to read. So what can you do about that if they are too small, or if you want to adjust the dimensions? Yeah, so what we have to do, we have to go to this diagonal drop down. It is called the dimension style manager. You click on it, it will bring for you the dimension style manager. Yeah, for now we are looking at the standard. If you want to adjust those of annotative, you can look for annotative. Or if you want to look for that one of ISO, you can go for ISO. Yeah, so from there you look for modify. After on the modify, we have lines, we have dimensioning lines. If I could show them, I will show them after. Dimension lines, we have extension lines, we have dimensioning lines and extension lines. The dimensioning lines, you can change the color, you can change the line type, you can also change the line weight. Baseline spacing, you can also change this one. Then we have extension lines, you can also change the color, the line weight, each and everything you want. Extend beyond dim lines, offset from the origin, fixed extension lines. You can also change these ones. Then we also come to symbols. How should our arrows look like? Should it be a closed field or one of the following? You can also look to use for oblique. You can use a dot, you can use closed, you can use the closed blank. Any of these ones can work for you, what you need. Yeah, we have the second, first, the second, the leader should be closed and filled. You can always change these ones, yeah, on what you like. Yeah, you can also change the arrow size. You can also look for the center marks, yeah, the dimension break, and also these ones. But these ones, you can always change this one, radius job dimension. You can also linear job dimension. You can change anything you want about. So I will be talking about all things. I will first go back this side and show you what they mean. Then we look on the text. Everyone knows text, what it means. The writings, these ones, how they look like. Yeah, by the way, I can keep showing you on this one. If I choose the color of the writing, let's say to any other color, let's say green, you will see the color of the linings of the text being changed. Yeah, so you see changing to 40, being to green, and this one also being to green. Yeah, and then also the fraction height scale, this is not active. The text height, you can also change the text height. The text height means how high is the text height. Yeah, so you can also look for the text placement. It can be centered, it can be above, it can be outside, or it can be below, anywhere you want. If let's say we look above, you will see how they look like. Now this one is centered. At extension line 1, you see it is near to this extension line. Line 2, you see it goes close to this one, like everything you want. Yeah, so then below you can see what also brings about. Yeah, so the text alignment, here it is horizontal, then here it shows aligned with the dimension line. If you choose this, you see how it is aligned here. Yeah, it is aligned with the dimension line, like how I told you last time I was going to talk about the lines. This one, the line, which line is from this part up to this part is called a dimension line. Even here, where the dimension is from here up to here is a dimension line. Even from here up to here is a dimension line. Then the extension line, these are the lines which show the distance from where we are looking from. Let's say this and this are extension line. This and this is an extension line. Yeah. So for symbols, we had talked about closed field. These are the symbols here that they present. We have a closed field. Anything you want. If let's say I turn it to oblique, it will look like this, how it is. Yeah. That's how we change the dimensions. Now we go to text. Text, we have looked about it. And we go to fit. So fit, what we are looking here, we are looking for how we can change the size of our dimensions here. So here you change the use overall scale of. If you change this one, let's say to 100, press enter, you will see the dimension is becoming bigger than the other time. Yeah. So it's where here we change the size of our dimensions. So when you find the dimensions in your diagram very small or compared to the scale of the object, you come here to the dimension style manager. You look for fit, modify, you look for fit. Then you come to use overall scale of, you change the value here, and your dimension will be able to change. Yeah. Then after, we look for the primary units. The unit format, it is decimal. The precision, here it talks about the number of decimal places. Let's say if I look for 1 decimal place, you'll see here having the 1 decimal place. What if I look for 2 decimal places? You'll see the figures having here 2 decimal places. Yeah. So precision, you put it in the way you want. Then here we have the decimal separator. If you want a period, you have a period, a comma, or space. Yeah, you can always use for a period, which is a dot. Round off. Here we can round off to the nearest tens or hundreds. The prefix, you write here the prefix you want. If you want it at the beginning, you write it there. You can be able to write here. Yeah, if let's say I write millimeters and press it, it will be able to show here as millimeters. The suffix is always you have seen it has already changed. It is now millimeters showing here. If it is, let's say, millimeters also as a suffix, and we go to somewhere else. Let's say we go to units of Angela, this one. You also see the units being changed here. Yeah. Let's first leave them. We shall see them how it will look like there. Then the other thing is measurement scale factor. We don't change, we leave it as 1. Then we can also come here to the decimal degrees. We look for if you want degrees, minutes, and seconds. If you want degrees, decimal degrees, we can use what we want. If you want gradients, you can use there. And we can also change the precision, how many decimal places we need. Yeah. Then alternative units and tolerances, these they're not much more important here. Yeah, you can use these ones to find out what you need. And then what I had not talked about, the extension lines. For the extension lines, we have this word, fixed length extension lines. If you don't check this one, you'll find the extension lines running from the extension lines will be running from the where you are dimensioning from up to the where the symbol you are dimensioning up to the dimension. Yeah, let's say if we let's say choose this OK and then press close you will see what we have made being seen here. So here, this one is the prefix, this one is the suffix, this one is a prefix, this one is the suffix, as how you have seen. Yeah, the Angela, and you will see the extension line for this one is moving directly from here up to this point. So and this one also, this one is the one which is showing it well, is moving from this point up to this point. Yeah, so if I want to change the length of this extension line, yeah, as I earlier told you, this one is an extension line, this one is a they are showing it. Can I explode this? Oh, explode. Yeah, so this one is an extension line, this one is a dimensioning line. Yeah, and these are the obliques we changed. You see this one we dimensioned using ISO. It did not change because what the changes we have been making, they have been in standard. So the ones we dimensioned using standard, they are the ones which have changed. Yeah, so if you want to change these extension lines, what you come to do is to the dimension style manager, we modify, and we come to symbols, to lines, we come to extension lines. These are extension lines, and we fixed lengths of extension lines, then the length one, press OK and close. Yeah, you will see them being changed. The reason why this one has not changed, this one from here up to here, is because we had exploded it and it cannot be regarded as the dimension property. Yeah, so, and the others also, if you can check this one, it has also changed. Yeah, that's how it is. Then also, as I told you, when you come here and modify, you can also change the colors of the dimensioning lines by changing here, maybe to cyan. You'll see them change. Maybe also the color of the extension lines can change for them to be seen very well. We can change them to blue. You can say okay and close. Yeah, you will see them having different things. Yeah, so I think this is what I had for you today. I think for the last blocks you have been drawing, you can be able to dimension in both ISO and standard ways of dimensioning. You can also try to adjust colors such that your work can be beautiful. Yeah. So thank you very much for watching. I'm really grateful to people who are watching our videos. If you are new on this channel, I'm Godfrey and I'm from Ngabi CAD Autocad 2D training. Here we talk about all the CAD techniques we are able to use such that we can improve on our CAD skills. Yeah, for the new viewers, take it a point to subscribe to our channel and always hit the notification bell such that you can never miss out on any upload. Yeah, thank you very much for watching. Bye bye till the next video.